Hello, my name is Alberto. Welcome back to my channel. In the last video, I showed you a little bit how my knitting machine works, and it was basically just a showcase of the machine in general and how those type of machines work in case you've never seen one or you're just not familiar with how they're used. But I didn't really show you how to make anything. So in this video, since as I said in the previous one, if you haven't seen it, I'll put it somewhere up there. As I said in that video, I've always wanted to make a sweater for myself. I do love knitting and crochet, and I did also somewhat bigger projects, but it was mostly like scarves, accessories. I did make some blankets, but never really stuff that was like shaped a lot with a lot of decrease, increase, sort of armhole shaping and necklines and shoulders and stuff like that. I did make some trials in, let's say, classic knitting, hand knitting. Didn't make much with the machines. I mostly used it to make, swatches and try out a couple things, and that as well was years ago. So I decided to go on and do it. I had a bunch of wool that I could use for this, so I just decided to use it. So here's my little process. I don't really show in detail how you do specific things, just because I thought there's a lot of videos about that. If any of you is actually interested in like a tutorial, I will do it. This was just a little bit to show what can be done on a machine like this. And this, I mean, we're talking about real basic stuff. But again, I just thought, you could get results in something interesting. So the whole thing was very exciting for me. Just because, again, I love learning something new, and I do learn a lot through making stuff. So I need that. And yeah, so this is it. All right, hello everybody. Sorry about the lighting, it's not very good, but this is just a quick sort of, what do you say, check out, check in. There we go. So I started with my pieces. I did press them, block them, I should say, but they're not great. They're not perfect. There's clearly a lot of problems still, but I think that they are usable. So in here we have a back. This curls up a little bit, as you can see. It's just the nature of the stitch. And we have our shoulder, which is very sort of staircasey, but once it's going to be stitched right about here, about a couple stitches from the top, it's going to be normal, and the back of our neck. So that's our back. I did manage to make a front. Again, not perfect, but it's okay. It's usable. So as you can see, we have this neckline, which is far, far better than all the other ones I did before. And we have our sort of slightly slopey shoulder and a little notch here that connects to the back. The size is right, it looks huge, but I mean, I'm not thin, but it's correct. I tried it, so Now we have the shoulders to make. Back again. I'm done with the sleeves. Finally, this is all the yarn that I have left. Well, I say I have left, but as you can see, it's now turned into regular ball, and that's because these are all the trials that I took apart, and so I'm left with no cake of yarn, let's say, but I have a couple sleeves. So in this case, you'll notice it's quite a fat sleeve. So the bottom of the sleeve is pretty normal, and the sleeve, it's a little belly-ish. It's a little roundish here. It was supposed to be sort of straighter, but I don't think it would be a bad effect. It would be a little billowy. And then we have but yeah, this is the top of our sleeve. Again, there's some mistakes, obviously, and it's not as nice as it could be, but it's a sleeve. I'm pretty excited. As you can see, this is very low, and in the pattern it wasn't. In the pattern it was narrower, and this would have been much more pointy. But I had two problems. First of all, I made it wider than the pattern I managed to follow, the whole sweater, which means that my shoulders on my sweater are very low, which means that the whole sleeve will be lower, and with the original one it would have been too long. And also this, for the one of you that maybe have a bit of notions of pattern making, is once you make this shorter compared to the classic one, which would be like more bell shaped, what that does is opens up the sleeve compared to the body, and this is what you would do on a t-shirt, for example, or sportswear, because it allows you to get more movement. So yeah, I'm not sure. I hope I'll make it work. Now I need to put it together, and I need to make the ribbing for the neckband. So this is how the sweater turned out. As you can see, there's this waviness in the sleeve, which is really just a pattern sort of defect problem. I'm okay with it since this is for me. I'm gonna wear it. I'm not selling it, so it's okay if, since this is the first sort of experience I had with this is not perfect, 100% perfect, but, and the collar as well, the neckline was very wide, so I sort of had to make it work. I thought just to use separate ribbing that I made the exact same way to the same height, so it sort of, you know, all sort of makes sense. I'm thrilled with it. Another thing, this is gonna go away with a good wash and blocking a little bit. Haven't done that yet. I really just finished. I am very happy with how the seams turned out. This is a really simple seam. It could have been done differently, but I like the result. I think it looks decent enough. So yeah, I'm looking forward to get better, obviously, and this was my first project, but I'm happy. So this is it. I'm happy with it. I can wear it. I'm happy with it. I like the fit. It's very comfy. Yeah. So I'll insert some pictures, so hopefully you can see a tiny bit more how it looks when it's on. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video and it was useful for you, or I mean, in this case, maybe just entertaining and interesting. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It's a great help for me, and I'll see you next time. Bye, have a great day.